So I was on the phone with an investor today, and we were actually discussing home buying trends that are in the positive, and we love shooting these positive videos. One of the things that he mentioned, and I looked it up, is that the millennial generation is now starting to really buy homes. And what has happened is they're actually the biggest bandwidth or population group because they are the grandchildren of the baby boomers, and the baby boomers was a big band that came through, and then the Gen Zs are the second band, and the third band is now the millennials. They have actually been delayed because of the problems of the economy since 2007, 2008, and they have lived with their parents and grandparents long enough, and they're starting to buy in droves. So even though inflation has affected the price of the homes, many of these people have saved up down payments, and they are getting in position, and their student loans are starting to come down a little bit, so they're actually getting in position to buy, and we're seeing a lot more millennials buy homes at this point. So that is another plus for anybody that's trying to increase in real estate, either in building a house or rehabbing houses. It is very positive sign. The other side of it is if the actual market does get too hot for the millennials, it may slow down the actual new home or single family style home, but it will not slow down the demand for housing. So in some cases, even apartment complexes are probably going to become in short supply as well because of there's just so much shortage. I looked it up the other day. I think I mentioned this in the other video. We are somewhere around 5.5 million single family homes short right now in the marketplace across the United States. That is a trend that is going to take a while to get through. So if you're into real estate investing, if you're investing in general, real estate is looking up for a long period of time. We talked with that same investor, I mentioned the interest rates. Interest rates could damper it, but we talked about how much can the Fed even afford to take the interest rates up, because the Fed is actually buying the most debt as well. We should actually talk about inflation sometime, and I'll just give you a little bit of what the inflationary context is right now. The inflation itself, and I'll do a longer video on this, but the inflation itself is the oversupply of money is causing too much currency to chase too few goods. And then we had the issue of the supply chain issues as well. So if you're trying to buy a car right now, just the supply chain issues are slowing it down. And then there's too much money chased too few goods, which causes inflation. Monetary supply and monetary policy is a big deal on maintaining not only wealth creation, but it's also really the vitality of the economy itself is tied to money supply. Someday I'll do a video on what the gold standard meant, what the oil-backed currency meant, and why we're really even moving away from that. And you hear rumblings of how they're going to turn the US dollar into a cryptocurrency, which I don't think they can do yet, but I can see why they're talking about it. And it's a very interesting context around what's going on in the world with the currency, with the dollar, and with the inflationary context. Because really at the end of the day, the whole purpose of creating a nest egg is so that you can actually have some peace of mind and be able to do more in retirement, because we all are going to get to an age where we can't produce like we can when we're young. It's important to invest well. Right now, the real estate sector is really doing well from the long-term play because of that shortage of inventory. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in any conversations, you are welcome to text me or email me, Josh at Real Estate Investment Results. Call me on my cell phone, 608-306-1199. By the way, I Googled my cell phone number yesterday just for fun. And if you Google my number, you'll see my stuff all over the place. I can't believe how much information is out there on my cell phone number, 608-306-1199. Have a great day.